All right then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to World Cup predictions. I don't really know how I'm gonna do these predictions this weekend and further on, more and further on, because obviously I got a double up now, and I really don't have time today, and I really don't have time tomorrow. I'm sneaking in a couple just now before I go to work, but tomorrow I won't be able to do that because I start mad early. So I guess we'll just see how I can fit in. Maybe I'll just have to get up earlier and get them done. Oh god, I'm yawning. Sorry for yawning. Anyway, we're on the way with the last match day where all the games are getting doubled up. I'm going to try and do two per sitting, at the very least, which is what I'm doing now. We're going to do Group B to kick off with because those are the first ones that are doubled up. Let's have a gander at this just to make sure I'm right. Yeah, Group B is the correct answer. You can collect £200. You may pass and go. So let's take a look at the settings for the first time of match day 3. So quick matches off, 10-minute halves, legendary difficulty, competitor mode on, play based difficulty on, but a new setting has entered the realm. We're going to change the ball. And I don't know what we're going for though. I haven't really thought about it. We've got bloody sponsors on. We'll go for. Obviously, they're going to have sponsors on. I kind of like. Yeah, I'll go for that one. Tango Rosario. I quite like that. It's just simplistic. Yeah, I'm here for it. So stadium, we're just going to use a Canadian stadium because Canada are playing. I know they're kind of not technically the away side, but they're the ones playing on the right. However, we're still going to use a Canadian stadium because it's Canada. They're one of the host nations. So I'll work at the BC place for this one. I think the kickoff is 8 p.m. in it, so we're gonna go because it'll be America, 5 hours behind. We'll go 3 p.m. Clear weather and natural grass pitch with perfect colour. So a few changes to the settings there, like the ball and the stadium being Canadian. So these are your teams for this one. We have got Switzerland on the left, Canada on the right. I'm trying to remember what position they're in for the simulation. I can't actually remember, so I don't know how this will end up for Group B until I actually update the what do we call it, the spreadsheet, which I just haven't had time to do. So I don't know if somebody else wants to do it on my behalf, watch back through the videos and do it. But if not, I will do it. I promise. All right, stop yelling at me. So Kobel in goal, Rodriguez and Vidmar as the fullbacks, Elvedi and Akanji as the centre backs, Xhaka as captain and CDM, Freuler on left side of centre mid, Reader on the right side of centre mid, Vargas right wing, Ndoye left wing, and Mbolo striker. And I could tell that it hasn't saved my team again because this game is fucking stupid. I had Zakaria in last time, and he's not here this time. But that's okay. That's absolutely fine. I expect nothing less from this game. For Canada then, in goal is Crepeau. It is Davis, left back and captain. He's back to full fitness, so he's in. Johnston, right back. Cornelius and Defoe's role as the centre backs. Miller off the left mid spot. Buchanan right mid spot. Estacchio, actually, I did realise. Oh, Kone. Wait, oh, Kone's still in. You won't see this often, but I'm going to call an audible here. Don't see this often from me on the screen. I can't have Coney in, obviously because of what happened in real life. If you haven't watched the Canada guitar game and you haven't seen the injury, I'd advise you not to watch it because it's a bit squeamish. But I'm not gonna have Coney in because that feels like a dick move, especially because he's injured. And he's gonna be out for the rest of the tournament. So put Coney off completely for Saliba, who's done very well actually in his absence. So we'll do that. I'm gonna have to sneeze as well. Well, actually, I can't tell if I'm gonna sneeze. It's one of those where it tickles your nose, but you don't know if you have to actually do the sneezing action. So yeah, that'll be probably the first time and last time you see me go back through the menus to change something, because obviously I can't. I mean, it's not fair. It's not right. So we'll put the teams again, and we'll just change the stadium and then go straight in. No, Canada get to wear their home kit because it's their World Cup. And settings are still the same. Just need to change the stadium back. But yeah, I completely forgot to change the Canadian team and take Kone out. Obviously, he won't be able to play again, which is unfortunate this World Cup. But for the Canadian team, Saliba comes in as midfield, Estacio as well at midfield, and then Laren and David up front. So, for the first of this double up of Group B, we've got Switzerland versus Canada.
The atmosphere is electric as two teams worthy of the biggest stage prepare to collide in front of a packed stadium. A warm welcome from BC Place, the only place to be today. And joining me, Guy Mowbray, for commentary is the midfielder turned expert.
We'll do a bit of research while this is loading up, just to see what the results were from this group.
Contest here. It's Switzerland facing Canada.
We can talk about coaches and their methods, but it's now down to the players. Which ones are going to stand out, who will affect the game, and who will have the greater desire? It should be a cracking game, though.
Right, after some thorough research, aka I look back at my videos, Switzerland need this more than Canada do. Canada sat on 4 points, they are probably through. However, Switzerland only have 1. I forgot about the shock loss to Qatar. And then of course, the draw to Bosnia in simulation. So they've only got 1 point in simulation, which means a win is needed to keep them in the World Cup. I haven't even thought of my prediction yet for this.
Thank you for joining us today. Enjoy.
This is how Canada line up.
Well, a 4-4-2 system relies on good combinations all over the pitch.
It's the Canadian team then.
Central midfield pairing, the fullback and winger, and of course the centre-backs. If you can get these combinations right, you'll have a good team.
It looks as if they're ready to go, and we're ready to go, so let's go for it.
Off we go, the match is underway.
Of course, Canada in their home kit, because it's their World Cup, they're going to be kicking from right to left. Switzerland kicking from left to right.
Elvedi.
And
Akanji.
obviously Switzerland needing the win more than Canada. However, I've got bad news for Switzerland. My prediction
Job done to keep it.
in this one is a 1-1 draw. I know it's kind of boring,
Remo Freuler.
but Canada? Who the fuck are Canada? Canada, they're pretty much through in real life and probably in simulation as well.
That was excellent defending.
Switzerland are both, well, Switzerland and Canada are both on 4 points in real life. Canada are on 4 points in game, and Switzerland are on 1 point. But I think in real life, yeah, I think it's going to be a 1-1 draw. They'll both just do enough to top the group or stay in real life, but in game a draw wouldn't be enough for Switzerland, so they need a win in simulation. But yeah, I see them cancelling each other out. I know Canada did really well against Qatar, but that was Qatar. I'm not being funny, like, but they had 9 men, and they weren't very good when they had 11. I have absolutely no idea how Switzerland drew to them in real life. That is something that needs bloody investigating. Because how do you draw to that Qatar side? Mind boggling.
David. Time to get creative from here.
Laren to Miller to Davis. Stacchio now.
Making decent progress here.
Miller, Davis trying to fight through the gap. Widmer closed it down, but yeah. Although the simulation tables are different to the real life ones, but Switzerland have everything to lose here in simulation. In real life, these two teams are probably fine now. Big wins in real life on match day 2, as Switzerland beat Bosnia 4-1 and Canada beat Qatar 6-0. I think they'll be more than safe, but I don't know. I mean,
well, it's no surprise to see who we
I don't think Qatar make it now. I think Qatar are fucked. Bosnia's goal difference won't look great either. I think these two will be the two that go through in real life now. And whether Bosnia can get a win over Qatar and be one of the third place teams, I don't know. There's a possibility. I'm not, you know, banking on it. I'm not saying it's not a thing either. Saliba can't get the ball in. When he scored that free kick, by the way, everyone was like, "Oh yeah, best Saliba at the World Cup," which is the most unoriginal joke, but it's fucking funny and dare I say true. It's obviously not true, but you know what I mean. It's funny.
Switched on and ready to intercept that. Steven Eustachio. Buchanan.
Ball down the right hand side.
Could take things forward a notch here. He'll have to be quick.
Played to Davis. Back in. Laren can't get the shot off. I think in simulation this could be a 0-0. I can't deal with a 0-0 again. I don't know if you can tell. You probably can. I'm slightly hungover. Not crazy hungover, but just a little, you know, one of those little bit ones where I've got a headache. But I'm not like, you know, falling out my arse or anything like that. I'm not feeling absolutely god awful. Just a slight headache. Scotland game was yesterday in real life. Unfortunately, 1-0 loss to Morocco. Our own fault for fucking falling asleep after 2 minutes, and then the rest of the game was just piss poor.
A really good interception to take the ball. Could turn out to be a really good ball. The game really needs to settle. Can't hang around.
Ball around. Davis could get it away, but that'd be too easy. He does play it to Cornelius. Saliba, Defoe's roll. Miller.
Davis.
Now Alphonso Davis. Canada just try to drag Switzerland out of their defensive area here. Just try to, you know, play them out of their positions, I think.
Davis.
I actually don't know what they're trying to do. That'd be my assumption.
Well read. Xhaka. Beautifully weighted ball. It's played into the box.
Ball in is away by Cornelius. My controller batteries are low. I swear I switched them.
Xhaka.
Right, well if I disappear suddenly my batteries have died, we're going to do a quick battery change.
This is a promising looking attack. Real opportunity. An exhilarating move, but no way past a fully switched on keeper.
Yeah, what a great save. Deserved the goal, really.
Why did the match go all blurry there when I was changing my batteries? Sorry about that. I don't know what the fuck has happened to my screen. And if you wonder what happened to your screen, it's because my batteries were changing. I apologise. A header there, I didn't see who it was from. What I do know is that Coble saved it. And it was nearly 1-0 Canada. But yeah, that was funny and also weird. But we are back. Eustachio, Davis again. Coble having to put a hand to it. And Canada threatening from these corners now. Third one in a row. From the POV of Coble. Just did enough. Third time's a charm potentially. Eustachio. Okay, maybe not. Third time is absolutely not a charm. That was a piss poor corner. Coble gets it clear, but only to a Canadian player. As Defusal picks it up. Buchanan. Laren. Now Miller. Yeah, my voice is going a little bit. Quite a night. Quite a night when Scotland play. Don't think I'm going to be the only one hungover today. Whole nation of hangovers.
Rodriguez.
I'll be fair, mine probably will wear off quite quickly. I only had a few beers and it go overboard. Just kind of was working and I got these World Cup predictions to do as well. So I didn't, you know, take the piss with it. Jonathan David out on the right here. Saliba inside to Laren, turns his man, gets the shot off, but it's off target from the Canadian number 9. Decent little effort though.
Sylvain Vidmer. Now with Akanji. Xhaka.
Akanji. Reader. Vidmer.
Played to Xhaka.
Switzerland need to show a bit more aggression here if they're going to stay in simulation land, because a draw wouldn't be enough. They have to win here.
Granit Xhaka. Rodriguez.
If you finish on 2 points, that probably doesn't get you one of the third place spots to get you into the next round. Of course, it won't matter ultimately anyway, because we're just going to play the real round of 32 matches, the real life ones. But just for the story of this simulation,
Steven Eustachio.
You know.
Eustachio.
I mean, during my research, obviously I saw Qatar's results. They probably are through in simulation, despite being an absolute dumpster fire in real life. Because they got a shock win over Switzerland in the opening game, and then they drew to Canada in the second game. So they're probably through. Switzerland need a win here.
Granit Xhaka.
What'd be funny is if Switzerland win here and Bosnia beat Qatar, everyone in the group will be on 4 points.
David.
And it would come down to goal difference.
Lovely setup.
Reader. Try to find a Bolo. It's not enough on the pass. The visual cuts it out. I'm hoping that doesn't happen now, because then it's easier to figure out who goes through from this group. Oh man, I was thinking of doing, like, you know, an updated simulation group stage table day by day, but I might as well wait now till the end of the group stages and just put it all in there at the end. Davis. Laren, it's not a good enough shot. I don't know if he got fouled as a shot, but ref says no. And Coble has an easy stop. One back by Canada though, Eustachio. Miller. Angie closes it down. Only as far as David. Will there be enough on these passes to find a finish here? Miller to Davis. It's blocked by Vidmer for a corner. To close the half for Canada. Set piece opportunity once again. I forgot to, well, not I forgot, I just chose not to fill up my water bottle because I don't think I'd need it, but I definitely do need some hydration here. So, start of the second half, I'm going to go fill my water bottle up, so if it's not talking for like a minute or two, that's where I disappeared to. We'll see out the first half and all that. 1 minute of stoppage time, but I don't think there's going to be any goals because, well, Canada are running it backwards, so it's
Stephen, you
not really enough time for an attack, you would presume. You'd be correct if you presumed that. The ref blows for half time, and it's goalless at the break in a game where Switzerland need to win to keep the World Cup alive in simulation.
As much as he'd like so far. What are your thoughts?
Well, I've been disappointed with him in that first half. He just didn't have an impact on the game. Yes, the service into him wasn't great, but his movement needs to be a lot better. Let's hope he improves in the second half.
Right, taking a look at the stats at the break, then the match facts. Switzerland haven't had an opportunity, which is not a good sign for a team that needs to win this game. 54-46 in terms of possession in favour of the Swiss, however, they have more of the ball, but 5 shots in favour of Canada and 1.3 expected goals as well, with 4 of those shots hitting the target. It's not looking good if you are Swiss. Taking a look then at the team performances before we go into this next one then. Man of the match for Canada, Alphonso Davies, has been quite good down that left-hand side, 7.3. 2 opportunities on goal as well that were on target, just very good saves from Kobel. 7.2 for Luc de Fougerolles, who's been in the right place at the right time each time. Eustáquio solid as well, 7.2. Liam Miller's been okay, I wouldn't say 7, but he's been alright, and everyone else seems to be a bit behind so far. However, Canada have the advantage, so don't rule them out just yet. Crepeau's not had to do anything yet. Switzerland haven't had an opportunity. So he's just been chilling in the Canadian goal. For Switzerland, they may not be attacking heavy here, but they've got a couple of good players apparently. Granit Xhaka on an 8 rating as he keeps that midfield together. Manuel Akanji's been very good, I will admit, the better of the centre-backs. Gregor Kobel, a few saves with 4 shots on target. He makes all the saves so far. The Swiss goalkeeper, 7.4. 7.3 for Widmer, who's just been getting the ball away, to be honest. Done very well with it. And then Rodriguez on the other side, similar story, 7.1. But yeah, the attack and midfield leave a lot to be desired. Freuler, Reeder, Elvedi, and Bolo, and Doy and Vargas just haven't produced yet. I'm not saying they won't. I'm just saying they haven't yet. And because there's going to be no changes, I believe, at the halftime whistle here, we can go straight to the second half. And we can see if Switzerland can stay alive in this World Cup, or if Canada will extinguish the flame and finish the group potentially top of it. Anyway, like I said, at the start of the second half, I'm going to go fill up my water because I am needing some hydration. I thought I might be alright, but I'm not, so bear with. If I miss a goal, I miss a goal.
And that's not good. Given away from the throw.
Dear, oh dear, that was a really poor bit of play.
Tejan Buchanan. Keeping it nicely here. And to look towards goal. Remo Freuler. Nico Elvedi. And back with Kobel. Ricardo Rodriguez. Elvedi. Rodriguez. Nico Elvedi. Ricardo Rodriguez. And back with Kobel. Played to Xhaka. Widmer. Strong work there to keep it. Granit Xhaka. Vargas. Read the pass well and cuts it out.
Yeah, that's good positioning and excellent reading of the situation.
Still level, but this attack could see that changing. Chance to move ahead. Oh, what a really good save that was. Brilliant attempt. It very nearly went in.
Well, good technique, but just wide of the target. Those stats really do paint the picture. So many chances, but yet little end product. But surely the breakthrough's coming.
First, they need possession of the ball.
Right, should be back. Should be good. Should be golden.
Vidman.
Not missed much, as you can see. Still 0-0. I've just come back to see that Osorio has come on for Saliba in that Canadian midfield. Remember, I put Kone on the reserves, so hopefully he won't come in, but doesn't mean the game hasn't called an audible and said, you know what, actually. I won't be surprised, to be honest. Freuler, Doy, Rodriguez. I don't know if Switzerland have had the tackle, I've been gone, but they definitely need one.
Granit Xhaka. Really quick tempo to this move.
Yeah, brilliant stuff.
Also, if I miss stuff on my screen, I've got my window open because, or my blinds open and window open because it is a beautiful day out there. And Doy, oh, and Doy, all right. I was not familiar with your game, sir. Oh, I still had that a goal difference type beat, isn't it? Fuck me. I'm gonna have to go through. I have to research again. Ah, bloody hell, mate. Danet and Doy making it 1-0 Switzerland completely against the run of play, and it keeps the World Cup hopes alive. I'll start writing down some of these score lines because I'm dead ass lost as Miller comes off for number 20, who I don't remember who that is. So, poor from me, I suppose.
And the game restarts with the score 1-0.
Right, so Qatar
Davis
beat Switzerland 2-1.
moving nicely and real purpose to this. Now can he get the
Canada
crossing?
beat Bosnia
Played in
3-1.
with that. Oh, brilliant anticipation.
Then Switzerland drew 2-2 with Bosnia. No, Switzerland drew.
Manuel Akanji.
What's Switzerland doing? But a bit of research here. Sorry, fellas and ladies. Of course, if any ladies are watching, fair play to you. Football is a world game. Which one was I stuck on? Switzerland and Bosnia. I know in real life they'd fucking had a Switzerland win, but simulation, what did they do?
Ricardo
Just checked it
Rodriguez.
earlier as well. I think it was a draw.
Granit Xhaka. Could be setting something now.
It was a draw. 0-0 draw as well. Smells like a 0-0 draw, to be honest.
Perfectly executed.
Right, so
Well, he
Switzerland
really did get his team out of
0-0.
trouble there.
Bosnia. Obviously, it only me writing down these results only works if it stays the same in this one. Canada 2-2
Steven
with
Eustachio.
Qatar.
Still looking for that final
And
pass to open it up.
this one so far has been Switzerland 1-0 over Canada. I'm not going to write the final scoreline down yet because it's not the final scoreline.
And it looked as though the chance was on, but they've lost it.
Canada can still yet equalise and ruin all the maths I've just done. Ahmed is the one that came on. Tries to play it through the gap. Xhaka closes it down.
Ruben Vargas. Xhaka. A move of real promise developing. Remo Freuler. Well, this is a demonstration of their control of this contest.
Xhaka, Vargas, Reader should try and get back to it. Vargas there doesn't get the ball off. And at the moment, if my maths serves me correct, Canada will stay above Switzerland, but Switzerland will be on 4 points with a 0 goal difference, to be honest with you, because they've conceded 2, but also scored 2 at this point. So they do still sit in third. But it really depends on what happens with the Bosnia-Qatar game, which we'll be recording after this.
Patient here, but they need to find an equaliser. Possession lost and won.
Laren, let's get inside to Kanji, or well, to David, but Kanji stops it, is what I should say. Holy shit. There's nothing like freezing cold water when you feel like crap.
Getting closer.
Switzerland working it around the edge of the box, and Bolo tries to get it through. Am I correct in saying Switzerland have only had one attempt, and that was the one that went in? Completely against the run of play here. They might yet get another one, but that's the only one I remember seeing them have. And it really makes it interesting if they hold on to win here. Because 3 teams will be on 4 points. If Bosnia beat Qatar, then all the teams will be on 4 points.
Nice and easy this.
And it would make for a funny conclusion.
But they need to find that extra bit of guile.
Bosnia are the worst off though because they lost 3-1 to Canada and drew 0-0 with Switzerland. So Bosnia would need a 2-goal win to even be interested. Which I wouldn't rule out because Qatar, I know in simulation apparently they're very good. I don't really know who authorised that, but in real life, kind of shitty.
Buchanan. Jonathan David.
Got a claw match in my cat yesterday. Ball is in and it's held by Kobel. I think Switzerland is desperate now to hold on to the result. I know you'd want more to increase the goal difference, but again,
in the right position to cut out.
Might always happen. Ball in is closed down by Johnston. Again, Canada only needed a point to secure a spot. I mean, I think the spot's probably already. Well, actually, hold on. Goal difference wise, Canada.
There's going to be a change made on each side here.
Yeah, they're on +1 goal difference just now, so they're still above Switzerland, even if this ends 1-0 Switzerland. Laren off for Promise David. Zakaria on for Elvedi.
Sylvain Vidman.
So yeah, the only way Switzerland overtake Canada here is if they score another goal, which I think they knew.
The ball well here, looking to extend the lead.
Or they know now if they didn't before. Reader into Mbolo, back to absolutely fucking nobody. Reader reads it, but then it's away by Canada again. So yeah, Switzerland still need another goal if they want to leapfrog these hosts, but I don't think they will.
It's far from over yet, even though there are just
I don't want to be too pessimistic, but I just don't see it.
Now the chance for them to pull forward. Mbolo. Zakaria. Played to Xhaka. Xhaka. Now with Akanji. Ruben Vargas. Taking advantage there to win the ball.
Quite a boring conclusion to this one. It looks as if Switzerland are going to smash and grab the 3 points. But by my mathematics, it will be interesting if Switzerland got another goal to overtake Canada, which I don't think they will. Eustachio now for Canada, who look to stop Switzerland in their tracks and ruin their day. It's Ahmed. Inside to, well, absolutely nobody because it's Kyle by Akanji. I was looking for David. I don't know which one. One of the Davids. Vidmer. Xhaka. There's 2 minutes of stoppage time. Switzerland should have done enough, I think, to get a 3rd place spot, but we'll have to wait and see till all the other match days have been played. And also, of course, we've got to wait until Bosnia and Qatar. Because Bosnia can just come in and disrupt the flow. If Bosnia get a 2-goal win, still could be over. What I do know is that ref should blow full time here, and he does. And it is going to be a win for Switzerland, which really makes the group interesting now. Switzerland have done all they can. As it stands, I think it's Canada are still top with a +1 goal difference. Although Qatar also have a +1 goal difference.
Managed to put his
but
stamp
Canada
on
have
the
scored
game.
more goals.
Well, he obviously scored the winning
Switzerland
goal,
have a
but it was his
0 goal
overall
difference.
performance that impressed me
And
most.
Bosnia are
He
the
was
only
on
team on
fire
1
today.
point at the moment, but obviously they've still got to play their game against Qatar. It is Dan and Doy that makes a difference for the Swiss in a smash and grab here in the host nation's own stadium. One 0 for the legendary AI. Let's have a look at the match facts and holy shit. Oh, you gotta love football. You've got to love it. 58 to 42 in terms of possession for the Swiss. 7 shots to 1 for Canada. 2.8 expected goals to 0.2. 5 shots on target to 1. And it's Switzerland that have got the victory. Well, I mean, it could happen. I'm not ruling it out. Never rule out anything in football. Never rule it out at all, because it genuinely could happen. But yeah, that is mental. That is a smash and grab of the highest proportions. I love it. I actually love it. Man of the match, if you can pick one for Canada, was between Stefan Eustáquio and Derek Cornelius. Take your pick. They're both on 7.3s. Both with decent enough performances, but not, outstanding in the end. But good enough. Alphonso Davies, 7.1, he was alright. Luc Defoe's role, decent enough at 7 rating. But then you can see the rest of the team weren't really up to par in that second half especially, as they let in Switzerland and then couldn't fight back. Miller, Saliba, Larin, Buchanan, Ahmed, Osorio, Johnston, David ×2, and then Crepeau as well. Just not enough. Especially Crepeau. He had 1 shot on his goal and he let it in. So very poor from Maxime Crepeau. Although Canada, as it stands, are still alright. However, could have been easier had he not let that goal in, you know. Right then, for the opposing side, Granit Xhaka, man of the match at an 8.6. It's an assist for him to set up Dan and Doy's goal. We'll get to him in a minute. Akanji 7.9, very, very good. The human calculator. He was calculating all his tackles today. Very, very good defensive display. Gregor Kobel in goal, keeping the clean sheet. 5 shots on target, 5 saved. Vidmar with 7.3, Reader with 7.2, decent performances. Rodriguez is always 7, solid. Freuler a little bit underwhelming, 6.9. Vargas and Zakaria, same story, but Zakaria came on as a sub at centre back, so we'll let him off. 6.8's there. He actually did a better performance than Elvedi though. And Dan and Doy, there he is. Not a great game outside of the goal, but he got the most important contribution, and that was the goal. So not really the worst thing in the world. Elvedi 6.7. I'm not going to make a joke. And Bolo was piss poor again. Just not really able to be found. But that now throws the whole group into potential disarray, especially if in the next simulation Bosnia beat Qatar. Because at the moment, you know the table. It is Canada top, Qatar second, Switzerland third. But it's +1 goal difference for Canada, +1 goal difference for Qatar, and 0 goal difference for Switzerland. The reason Canada are behind or ahead of Qatar is because Canada have scored more. Canada have 5 scored, 4 conceded, whereas Qatar have 4 scored, 3 conceded. So it's that close. It really is that close. So Bosnia could either come in and fuck up the base, or Qatar will secure their round of 32 spot. We'll find out in the next simulation. But that's going to wrap up this one. I hope you guys have enjoyed and are continuing to enjoy the World Cup.